Mm, replace Kasumi as the little sister of the group and keep her as a... Oh, come on. No, no. I disagree with this one. I disagree with this one completely. No, no. She is the best romance option. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I am going to be doing another hot takes video. Previously, I did for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and now we left Zelda, and now we're going to Persona. And so the question is, what are your P5 hot takes? It could be from Persona 5 Vanilla, Royal, Strikers, Tactica, Dancing, or P5X. Now I did Persona 5 only because I did not play any other Persona games. I only played Persona 5 Royal and Persona 5 Strikers, and Persona 5 X as well. I have not played Tactica or Dancing. Don't ever plan on playing those games either. But I did watch on YouTube the story of Tactica. And so yeah, let's review the hot takes. But before we review the hot takes, first I just want to let you guys know that I am aiming to get 100 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support. But with that said, let's get started. And also, there are 57 comments. This video will be split into 2 different videos. So the first half will be released the day I record this video, and then the second half would be released the day after it's uploaded. But I will record both videos back to back. And alright, Haru's forehead isn't that big if you look to the other girls. What? Her forehead, honestly don't know. Like, her forehead, yeah. I mean, like, her face is pretty big, but like all the characters' faces too, like, they're pretty big, like the girls. And so, yeah, I'm scared. God, okay. Alright. Oh, Morgana is my favorite. Morgana is your favorite character. Alright. Okay. Oh, boo. Alright. And your favorite? Okay. And sleeping on top of you at night. Oh, okay, yeah. Like when Morgana sleeps on top Jokers, like it's like cute. Alright. Yeah, but I believe that Morgana is the most polarizing character in Persona 5. Like, he's really polarizing. Like, it's between him and Goro. Those two are the most polarizing characters in the game, in Persona 5. And so, I do like Morgana, but like, I did put him in the bottom, like just above Haru in my Persona 5 Royal party member rankings in terms of personality. And so, it's kind of like that, but I mean, Morgana is still pretty cool. And yeah, this one too, I do agree with this one. I didn't like pay attention to this one that much, but yeah. Haru needed more time to develop as a character. Okay, yeah. This is 100% true, and I definitely agree with this one at all. Like, this is definitely not a hot take. This is a cool take. Like, Haru definitely needed more screen time to develop as a character. I mean, it's not just like her being introduced late to the game. Like, it actually works, like her being introduced later to the game. But the problem is that, like, after Okumura arc, like, she's not getting, like, highlighted that much. You know, like, the Shido Palace, like, she did get highlighted a bit, like, when the Shadows were talking shit about Okumura and all that. Haru did get mad, but I believe that's like the only time Haru got additional screen time. Cause Sei's arc, I don't see like any moments special to Haru, not Sei arc, and not the Maruki arc too. Like the Maruki, like we do see Okumura like come back to life. That's like the only time we see Haru. That's like the only time like it stood out. But otherwise, like every character too, like they got something different. And so Haru, like, she need, like, it doesn't matter if like she's introduced late to the game, but like she needs to like get highlighted even more, because the later arcs, like Haru, like she doesn't get highlighted that much, and that's the issue. And so yeah, but this is definitely not a hot take at all. This is a cold take, and so yeah. Oh. P5 Vanilla is... I didn't play P5 Vanilla, but I know that that game does not have the best arc in the game. So, yeah. I'm... No. Okuma... Okay. Isn't hard in any version. Alright, maybe for me it's probably the skill issue, but for me though, Okuma boss fight is infuriating. Like, infuriating. Like, I just couldn't beat a boss. Like, it just gives me so much trouble. Like, he's so troublesome. Like, oh my god. And then the Haru fight, like, that is pretty cool. But the timer, though, that's like the main issue. Had it, like, the timer paused during dialogue, then, like, it would be fair, you know? But the timer doesn't pause during the dialogue, so it's not fair at all. Yeah. So, but the boss fight too, like, it's really hard. Like, later on, it gets harder and harder. And so, this, I disagree. And, like, because of the timer, it's like, it's horrible. It's like the worst boss. Because if there's no timer, or if the timer, like, pauses during the dialogue, then it will be a really fun, frustrating fight. And I would enjoy that. Full ammo reloads make guns too powerful and royal. I did not play the vanilla, but I heard that the vanilla, like, you can't, like, reload the guns unless if you have, like, something, some item with you to reload the guns, but you do have more ammo. But you gotta, like, use it wisely. Because here, like, in Royal, like, it will automatically reload every battle. And so, but then to balance out, they shortened the ammo. And so, yeah. Subway Slammer is a decent starter villain. Oh. Okay, this one, yeah, I do agree with this one. Like, I think that Kyuchi does a good job representing, and I'm assuming you are talking about Kyuchi. But, yeah, Kyuchi does do a good job, like, as a first villain, you know? Like, it gives, like, the Kamoshida vibes, and so, I do think he's a decent starter villain. Yeah. Okay, this is just the same as this one. And yeah, I mean, it is a hard boss fight, like, for me, at least. But that's probably just a skill issue or something. Yeah, Futaba should not be a romance target. Honestly speaking, I think that Futaba romance is a bit awkward for me. You know, it just feels weird. You know, it just feels weird. Like, their relationship should be like a brother-sister relationship, not like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Cause that honestly, it's just awkward for me. I mean, they're not like related to each other, but like not biologically related to each other, but like it's still really awkward for me. Haru and Kasumi should have been available party members much sooner than they were. I actually like, again, like I said before, like Haru, it's fine if she's a late game party member, but it's like if she gets like a good amount of screen time though. That's the thing, like, I mean, like, Sumi, yeah, I would have, like, more than happily, like, played as Sumi early on. Like, I wish if she was playable during the Shido arc. I mean, it makes sense for Sumi to join during the Maruki arc, but Shido arc would have been perfect. Like, she wants to join, they should have let her join, you know? It would have been amazing. Why isn't Sumi in the Shido arc? Like, you know, it's just so disappointing, you know? Yeah, but Haru too, like, I'm fine with her being a late game party member. It's just like her character development. I mean, her confidant's good, but otherwise, yeah. Futaba as a non-romance should not, yeah. Okay. Replace Kasumi as the little sister of the group and keep her as a... Oh, come on. No, no. I disagree with this one. I disagree with this one completely. No, no. She is the best romance option. Not all romantic... Like, okay, Futaba, yeah, like... Like, if... Okay, or... Yeah, I would say Futaba. But Sumi, no, she has to be a romance option. She has to be a romance. Like, she's younger than Futaba, but she has to be a romance. Alright, I disagree with this part completely. No, no, no. On my first play, I thought that I would romance Futaba. Come on. Okay, I'm sure, like, later on you found it to be a bit awkward. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that... the kid sister vibe so off, like... Yeah, of course. First, you know, it's awkward. You chose Makoto, that run. Alright. Alright, just gotta pause there for a second. Also, I noticed, yeah, a lot of people disagreed with this one. Negative 11 upvotes. Ridiculous amount of downvotes for them. Okay, so I play P5X on a Taiwan server, and while it's being a gacha, it's a bit sad. They did an amazing job to adapt. Yeah. I mean, I didn't play it on mobile. Like, if you watch my videos, I played on my Steam. Yeah. I never played on mobile. I don't plan on playing it on mobile at all. Because, like, it's too hard. Like, the screen is a bit too small. And so that's, like, the issue with playing on the phone. But, like, computer, like, you have much bigger screen. You can use your keyboard, your mouse. And it's a lot fun. I mean, but, like, my computer is so slow. And so, yeah, allows the devs to explore the metaverse as concepts in a way we could never see. Yeah, exactly. Like this one too, it does like a lot of good job. You know, cognitions, how much the mementos can affect the real world, how much they can bend the concept of the shadows, cognitions, palaces. Yeah, exactly. I agree with this one. You know, they did a pretty good job for a gacha game. You know. But, like, the only reason why I'm saying that is because this game's free. Had this game not been free at all, like, had they charged money, like $20, $30, I would feel like, it's not really worth buying. But this is free. And so, I do enjoy this game, because it's free. Anne is the best girl, and is adored by Morgana in every universe. Anne is not the best girl, come on. No. She's not the best girl, come on, like... She's far from the best girl. Like, she's cool, alright? She's cool. But, there are, like, other girls that are better than Anne. You know, like, Haru, like, I do like Haru more than Anne, but, like, the things that are, like, Haru's character, you know? In terms of, like, personality, Anne would be, like, probably in the bottom. But in terms of, like, the character arc, the character development, you know, like, I do like Anne more than Haru. But even then, the other girls have better character arc than, and like the better character development later on. And so yeah, I disagree with this one. And Adore by Morgana, like I want to say like the Marky ending. It was really fun to see like Morgana finally like having Anne, you know. They put their cause before their friendship, which is why I did not play P4. I can't say anything about that. Futaba shouldn't be dateable. Okay, I already went over that. And neither should adult woman. Okay. I want to say Takumi is... It's a bit weird. Oya, the photographer, that too. Like, she's weird in general. Like, I don't really like her. She's weird. Chihaya, though, I never did a romance with Chihaya. Like, for the harem route, like, I never completed Chihaya's confidant. Like, on my first playthrough and the New Game Plus playthrough. But the New Game Plus, like, I did, vanilla ending. But, like, Chihaya, like, I never completed her confidant. But Kawakami though, that like, it's just baffling. You know, a student and a teacher, like a high school student being in a relationship with a teacher is just baffling. Like, what the hell? Oh my god. Like, yeah, this one, I do kind of agree with this one. Yeah. The Phantom Thieves never genuinely get confronted with their inner demons. That is okay to keep the storyline clear, but there's plenty of moments where the game seems to want to go in that direction, but in the end decides not to. I don't really get what you mean by saying this. Yeah, they don't truly get confronted with their inner demons. But like, I don't think like they need to do that though. Anne is poorly handled, sexualized even though she's clearly uncomfortable with that role. I don't get this. I don't know what you mean about this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no comments about this. What did they do to Ryuji after he nearly died doesn't translate to Western cultures and should have been changed. If you're talking about the Ryuji beat up scene, yeah, I 100% agree. That is by far the worst cutscene in the game. You know, that's the reason why I put Shido's arc in 6th place. You know, despite that realistically being in 2nd place. You know, that cutscene alone just ruined that. You know, like the Ryuji beat up scene sucks. Awful. You know, like, I wish if it at least like was an option. Like either you beat him up or you just leave him. I wish if that was an option, cause this one, like, Ryuji 100% shouldn't have gotten beaten up. Like, that is the worst cutscene ever. Yeah, and should have been changed to like 100%. Of all of these, this is the one I 100% agree. And if they ever plan on doing P5 remake, which would probably won't come until a decade, unless if Atlas wants to continue milking P5 before they release P6, then hopefully in the P5 remake they would like change this part, because Ryuji did not deserve to get beaten up. Period. P5's endings was more satisfying than P5R's. I heard that a lot of people do like the vanilla ending more than Royals. But I personally am a fan of the Royals ending. Because like we get to see Sumi. I do like the part where like Joker like hangs out with the rest of the Phantom Thieves. Like every Phantom Thieves there. That is pretty good. But at the same time, like Sumi, Maruki, those two being there is really cool. Like I love their appearances. But overall, like I do actually think that P5 ending's like more enjoyable. But I am glad that both endings are different. You know, they're different. And of course, the best part about P5R's ending, one thing that single-handedly makes it better than Vanilla's ending, is the post-credit scene. If you max up Goro's Confidant, then yeah, like he shows up, and that's the best part. It is implied that he survived that attack, like he's still alive, and that's the best part about that. And so yeah, Goro, like him being in the post-credit scene is the best part, and that's why I say P5R's ending is better than P5 Vanilla's ending, even though like the first part of the ending is like nearly a tie. Yeah, I feel like every time the game was leaning towards making a point about the Phantom Thieves, they make sure that they have their villains one-up them in some way. Madarame, the game makes such a big deal over the moral ambiguity of the situation for him to go, yeah, but I killed Yasuki's mom. And that all goes out the window because now it's been established that the bad guy is indeed very bad. Yeah, like the people who we fight are the ones like who are either really bad or who are manipulated. Like say Futaba, Maruki, they're manipulated versus the rest of them who are like outright evil. So yeah. Alright, gotta pause there again. Too much exposition, way too much dialogue of the main cast confirming plot points each other across spans of mind mumbling and redundant back and forths. Kawakami Valentine's Day is better than vanilla. Okay, this one. Wait, god damn it. Way too much dialogue of the main cast confirming. There are definitely some points that do kind of like sell out about the arc. And those, yeah, I do agree with this one. They just talk a bit too much, like give a bit too much information. To the point, like, there's some parts of the game, like, we would already expect what's gonna happen during the story. And so, yeah, I definitely agree with this one. I mean, the Goro pancake scene, that is different. That is a special case, okay? You know, that one we could just, that one can just stay. But rest of them, they need to be like toned down a bit. You know, to like share less information. And so that's why, yeah, I definitely agree with this one. This one I have no idea. I never checked either of their dates. Or at least like, I think I did, but I don't remember seeing that on YouTube. Don't remember. Yeah, agree too. If you didn't already deduce the thing they were breaking down for one another, you figure out before the conversation's finished, and yeah. If x isn't 5, but it's smaller than 4, okay. Yeah, and then, but if it's not 5 or 6, it has to be smaller than 4, but we already know it isn't 4. Yeah, it's like, so on. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's a pretty sensible answer to give. Makoto is not the best girl. Alright. God damn it. Alright. Makoto not the best girl. I'm gonna tell you, I agree with this one. If you're talking about Royal, I 100% agree with you. Makoto is not the best girl. Sumi is the best girl. Alright, Makoto is the second best girl ever. Alright. Right, if you're wondering why, like Sumi, I love her. You know, she has a really great character arc. Makoto also has a phenomenal character arc, but I mean, Sumi, like, as a character, with her personality, and you know, how much of a badass she is, you know, her confidant, all that shows, like, Sumi is the best girl. You know, I love her. Alright, Sumi, #1 girl. Period. Alright, sorry Makoto, you're #2 girl. Alright, you're the second best, but you can never top Sumi. No possibility, girl. I agree with this one. And a lot of upwards too, like, that could mean, like, they agree with this one too. So yeah, Sumi is the best girl. Alright, so this one, I wish Persona 5 Royal kept limited ammo. It was a fun resource to manage. Instead of refreshing every battle, you can find more ammo inside the collectible objects in palaces or mementos, like old school ammo packs. That is actually a really good idea. Like, finding more ammos inside collectible objects, like, or like you'll gain more ammo depending on like which enemy you kill. That is a really good idea. I mean, really good idea. I never thought about that. Because like the guns, like them like refilling could be a bit broken. I mean, unless if the enemy's gun resistant, then not, but yeah, this is actually a really good idea. You know, like, they could keep this limited ammo to keep it even more balanced, but you can like find more ammo throughout the game. And that is a really good idea, actually. This never came up to my mind. You know, if they ever plan on doing P5 Remake, they should consider doing this one, actually. Like, gaining more ammo, while still keeping, like, less ammo than the vanilla. But, yeah, this is a really, really great idea. I 100% agree with this one. Alright, although, limited, I think this particular part is, like, a hot take. But rest of them, yeah, it's kind of like, not really a hot take. Alright, let's do this. The last hot take of the day, because we're halfway through. My hot take is that I want to see Futaba and Haru bond a little more. But that might not make any sense or be invalid. I guess that's just what I wanted. I know that they had some moments, maybe even enough for some to be satisfied, but I see an unlocked potential. Huh. Haru and Futaba bond more. It would be pretty nice to see like characters bond with each other, like during the Kamishita arc, not Kamishita, Kaneshiro arc, Makoto and Anne, those two like bonded together. That was like great connection. And I believe that Makoto and Anne also bonded with Futaba really well. But Haru, like, she bonded with Joker really well. She bonded with Morgana really well. But, like, I haven't seen her, like, bonding with, like, other girls that much. In Strikers, like, we did see her moments with, in Strikers, we did see her moments with other girls as well. And so, like, Strikers, she definitely had her moments with the girls. But, like, in Royal, it would be nice if we seen, like, her having connection, not just like Futaba, but with like all girls in general, like girls having their moments together. That's what would have been nice. Yes. And so, yeah, like you just want to like see Futaba and Haru bond a little bit more. I wish if like Haru bonded like with all the girls more, similar to how it's done in Strikers. But yeah, there you have it. These are all the hot takes for now. This is the part 1 of the hot takes. I will be doing part 2, uploading that video the next day after this video is uploaded. And I will record this video back to back. But yeah, this is going to be the final hot take for this video. If you like this video, hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year, so I'd appreciate your support. But with that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.